You should have 5 top people in your business like that. Hey, we played Yahtzee one night. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I love this story. I told it 20 times to the agents of CH.
You got no CH collar for the dog, Joe? What's going on?
No CH.
All right.
No, well, we won't finish on the mistake.
No, the old James Street was all insurance companies back when we were kids. Came up and he goes, I got a buddy. I want you to have breakfast with him. He's struggling in home and auto insurance and needs help. If you didn't become better as a CH employee, shame on
20
you.
years before.
Are you kidding me? Must be the hair.
No, your team. How's everybody motivated and with all this that's going on? They're doing well?
Oh yeah, we're doing great. I mean, we got a great culture and a great team. And I was saying, Mike, you know my dad, it's tough on old school. We need to get everybody in the office. You know, you had my dad looking like Roy Williams with the blue jacket for Carolina.
I don't know how many years ago I met you, but it was through Syracuse Execs. There was a transition, and I don't know how many years ago, where you just really took over as like the face of the organization, and it's been fun to watch. And I definitely want to talk about your dad.
Oh yeah, he's the man. I did the business when we were kids. He was at an insurance company, so he didn't really get on this side of the business till the late 80s. And then I came into the picture in 96, did corporate America, and that's where I cut my teeth in sales and relationships.
CH, is it Convertino and there's an H?
Honest. No, it's Convertino and Heights House. There was an H back in the late 90s when we spun away from Remsco. I think we took 12 people and that formed CH, stayed at James Street, and then eventually moved to the Axe of Power. I came on this side of the business when I was 31. And then I landed at ADP Payroll in Oneida and Herkimer County was my territory.
Was that your first job out of college?
No, copiers was for a year. And here's the phone book, go to town.
What was your first job?
Entrepreneur. Mowed lawns, odds and ends, would give a flyer out. I never forget the story. My dad got a new mower. Of course, you borrow the parents' mower. I had 8 lawns around me. Then it developed to a flyer where I was cutting bushes, sealing driveways, and I was organized with a chart, and then at night when we were kids, all you would do was play sports.
My first job was probably mowing lawns at age 12. I think one summer we probably had over 20 accounts.
My first gig was mowing the lawns of a cemetery that was a mile and a half up the road, and we had like a 3-horse garden tractor, right? And there was no trailer for me. I couldn't drive. I was like 10 years old. I had to drive it up there at like 3 miles an hour, Half my day was taken just driving the damn thing up there, and then mow it for 4 hours and then drive back home. I made, all about $3 when I was done, but good start though.
Then when you get into the 9th grade and 10th, you need to make some real money, son. Neighbor owned a plumbing company. I turned into a laborer for this guy. I died digging ditches, cutting copper underneath basements. It was like 7 a.m. to 5. That was 2 years. And then the college years was the Bellevue Country Club mowing greens. I was the Caddyshack guy. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And that's where I really kind of started picking up golf.
And to have a labor job and a job that you're going to come home at the end of the summer and go, man, I got to get better in my grades because I don't necessarily want to work with my hands the rest of my life. But the other day when I spoke to you about coming on, I asked about your dad, and you said you put him in charge of something at the office for when you guys return to work. Can you tell that story?
So Senior comes back from Florida and he goes, I got to get in the office. It's just killing me. Tony and I go, Senior, why don't you just, you be the leader for the opening. Go ahead. So I gave him the nickname Dr. Fauci of CH. He's got people coming in measuring plexiglass. He bought the thermometer, wherever the hell he got that. We got the questions. We're ready to go. Meanwhile, no one's in yet. There's a lot of responsibility on the building owner for safety, communication, What happens in the lobby? Do people walk in?
So Joe, your dad was what flicked the switch for him to go out on his own?
He ran underwriting, so the largest account they had moved to Atlanta. CFO in Atlanta said to the Wausau people, I will be dealing with Joe Convertino in Syracuse. And then one thing led to another, and he might have asked that guy, I'm thinking of doing this. What would you think? He goes, it's about damn time. Of course I would go with you. And that's how he got his feet in, and then brought that account to Remsco, and then grew the division.
It's all about relationships. You're not signing up for Warsaw. You're signing up for Joe Convertino. And so
it's old school, and it's okay. But you learn from that, and I think he's taught all of us that it is a relationship, and you got to take care of people. I truly believe you should have 5 top people in your business life next to your spouse, a banker, a CPA, an attorney, and your insurance agent. I believe in that. Trying to make insurance fun is what we're trying to do.
Joe, I'm a student of a lot of different things, right? Business, and then all the subsets, marketing and networking. So I've been passionate about recently during this thing and really trying to, you asked me in the beginning, what have you been up to? And I said, just trying to be visible, right? So with that, man, I've been watching businesses for a long time. I knew of your business for a long time. I knew of you from just networking events and things like that. But in the way you're doing it, the quality, the variety, your balance. So I give you a lot of credit for spending the money and being willing to listen, and then implementing it. And it's super impressive.
So we had an outside consultant come in, sit with our staff, the people we have working for us. I truly believe it's their own franchise within CH, not me. But be your own person, but leverage what we're doing. Peel the onion and go into this whole outline of branding, how we differ than local competitors. And it came down to service is off the charts. We're in your corner. I'll answer Mike's call at 11 at night. I could be at an SU game and a client hits a deer. Don't worry, we'll take care of it in the morning. You okay? Under the channel. And I haven't done it alone. I love the marketing side of the business. Okay? All these other companies outsource it. You need to have the leader running. We've got a lot of seasoned people, and we're a manage on the spot office. Another Joe Seniorism. We need to be there when things happen for a client. He would always say, we ultimately get to the same point. You and I down here just do it differently. We can't be where we are if it wasn't for our people. It's not just me and my dad. Serena, you got to have great people. I mean, you got to be different in anything we're marketing or selling to today. I learned from my clients, Angela Moonen, who, I got to give her a plug, who Blue Eye Marketing is, I talk to her weekly on ideas. She helps me put it together. Any ad or any post is never about new business.
So what's next, Joe?
What's next? I feel good about helping and developing the team right now. I really like our culture, and I want that to continue this year. But we're involved, as you guys know, we have an association, the Big Eye of New York. It's in Syracuse. And
I would think the Big Eye is a lot like Macne. I mean, they're offering just robust, in-depth overview information, just constantly supporting their association.
Oh my God.
Right. So
if it's not Center State CEO, it's Macne, it's our association, it's the Business Journal. I mean, that's why our community is so great.
It's so strong. I think that since we're a smaller market, thank God Central New York has a Macne. Thank God we've got, a regional economic team that's,
so that was just my personality growing up.
Yeah.
You're still busting chops and getting your points, but it's just different. But we'll come back. It's going to come back.
Yeah, you'll be stronger. You got more tools in your belt than you did coming into it,
You do.
Yeah.
You do. That was a lesson. I was moving on to the next thing. So that was my mistake.
You were selling and running.
Yeah, you're doing the ADP style.
That was old ADP. This is a great story. Exactly. We have the only deaf and hard of hearing agent in the US. In 2004, one of my larger clients was a interpreting service for the deaf community nationally. Finally had breakfast with him in 04, brought him in 05, blah, blah. So 2 years later, we became the selected program for the interpreter. So every interpreter you see in front of Ryan McMahon interpreting, they need professional liability and general liability. There's 40,000 of them across the country. So from that, it spun off to agencies, Rochester School for the Deaf, colleges, you know, doing this. Remember, Gary can't drive and see somebody. He's been Zooming and FaceTiming people his whole life since technology took off. So we've just taken him to another level, and I'm proud of that, of where his business has gone. You know, Survive and Thrive is with Gomez and Lisa. Tomorrow we have Vinny Lobdell. He's got an interesting story. They're thriving where most are surviving. What's up, Mr. Ward? What have you been up to?
In front of customers, we're doing a mobile meeting platform. I think we're doing a 6-foot table, meet them wherever they want to meet. We'll come to their driveway, their parking lot to have a conversation until we get back in touch and see each other in the buildings and things like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we have a software platform that helps manage all the HR data, and then we have payroll processing associated with that, time management, scheduling, all management of HR data. A lot of the same things that some of the bigger players are doing, but with a more of a local touch on it.
Are you national?
So you can go pretty much anywhere because it's a software platform. Our focus right now is regionally, just for the sake of building the brand.
What are you doing?
So Cryomec, we're building a building for them, and the project is going great. There's a high demand for a couple of their components. They're having the manufacturer following social distancing measures, so they're working like around the clock. They're heavily involved. But do you want to do a couple shout outs to some volunteering, some charities that you and or CH support?
Yeah, you know, very instrumental with the Joseph's House for Women for that. We're involved with David's Refuge, and then it hit home with the office, and we just created it to a point where we have a committee now. Kate Hauk's been great, and it allowed the frontline people locally, instead of going home, get rooms on us. Okay. And I think the staff loves that stuff, guys. Now they're engaged more, and it's a great thing.
You're not the first one to tell us that. We had probably 3 shows ago, Steve Mitchell from BME Company out of.
Steve's great.
Yeah, so his group very heavily involved. Their whole team. He said now their team is kind of taken over the charge, right? They're looking at what the next group they're going to be a part of. They've gotten on the boards of some of the groups. So
I'm so glad you didn't have to do the Zoom with that thing on.
To close though, I just want to say everybody be safe, right? Wear the masks. Just thank the community for us being in their corner. Appreciate you guys. You did a great job. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate your time.
Joe, thanks for joining us, and tell your dad I said hello. And
I will. And when we open up, you guys got to come in for a coffee.
Absolutely.
And you start.
That's a hell of a note to end on.
Yeah, you got it. We're going to talk to 5 o'clock.